How bad is it?
It's not bad. It's just
Okay, let's say it.
stupid. It's absolutely stupid.
All right.
If somebody acts like a disabled person,
Okay.
it's very it's
Not
okay,
not appropriate.
not
Correct.
appropriate. But if a disabled person acts sober or acts normal, is it still appropriate or is it not appropriate?
I mean, I do that every day. Welcome back to episode 24 of the Shitpost HQ podcast. I'm joined by the boys.
Huh?
Longboard?
Matt?
Gallagher.
This guy's a longboard?
Let's get it.
Oh.
ASMR.
What are we drinking today?
Today's podcast sponsored by
Harp Lager, the world's greatest lager.
I don't know why we don't just go to every local brewery.
Put your mic up, first of all.
You don't know what, Marcus?
We just go to every local brewery and say, hey, give us some beer. We'll put you on the pod.
They'll be like, fuck you, we don't give a fuck about you.
Photoshop a screenshot of the numbers. Just put like 73K views and just show them a picture.
They'll never know.
Wow,
we should do that as a video, and we'll record going in, and I'll get one of those secret hat cameras.
Yeah.
Well, I'll walk into 10 brewers and be like, hey, and show them just a bunch of doctored shit. Be like, yo, we have like 100K subs, and be like, yo, can we just get like a case to drink as a sponsor?
just buy 100K subs.
What?
Yeah, just buy
100K
it.
subs.
Shit,
Can
should
you
we do
on
that?
YouTube?
Yeah.
Is that possible?
Should we buy 10K subs?
We're already at 10K. I mean, we were already at 10K. Food in Ireland. We're cultural here.
Well, Matt was saying some stupid shit, so I might as well start with that.
Oh no, we're just talking about how dead bodies stink.
That classifies under stupid shit. Perfect.
No, so
We brought that up because of the one sitting over there.
It stinks.
If only they could see the
Smelling
dead
mold.
body off camera.
no, I just saw my motorcycle the one time, and I was going through country road, and you know when like farmers they put manure in the fields and it stinks, like you're driving a car and it's just unbearable. It's worse on a bike. And I'm just thinking when they like in ancient times, if there was a battle, 10,000 people, 100,000 people on each other, and obviously what are they gonna do to the dead? They're not gonna take them away. They don't have fridges or fucking transport. You just leave them there, right? So how bad could that have smelled? Like you smelled like a dead animal before, right?
Yo,
Like a roadkill or something.
they smell like shit before they died, bro. They
yeah.
didn't bake properly.
Very true.
That's true. Yeah.
Don't
there's
they
no
burn
hygiene.
them? They burn them?
Some
I
cultures,
guess
I guess
maybe.
would burn it. Yeah. Just
Throw it in a pit, probably.
But would they at this point, let's say you won the battle, would you go through the effort of burying the dead bodies?
Yeah,
No, that's
They have
so
to, like,
much.
separate what's
That's
No,
way too
They
much.
buried
They-
their own.
They
for
don't.
sure.
I don't think they would bury them. They would.
They did something. They took
You know when they
piles.
probably put them on piles, pile them up, and then burn them. But they would take the loot. Right? You'd obviously loot the bodies.
Kill confirmed. Yellow tags.
Yeah, but I think they were
Because they
so
gotta loot the
like,
bodies, bro.
I think they were so like religious and spiritual back then that they would have for sure done something with the bodies. Like
You think so? Like a
Yeah, I
ritual?
don't
But like, there's
I don't think back then
10,000
they were.
bodies. Like,
yeah, and there's 50,000 soldiers.
fuck yeah, baby, yeah. It's just that's so much.
It's definitely a health risk, right? Flags.
Oh, 100%.
Diseases.
Yo, what? Okay, this is a stupid ass question. Do any of you know what the plague was? Like, what was the plague? Like, is it just a disease?
Which one? The
Influenza.
bubonic?
Yeah, the bubonic. That was like a rat, like a rat
It was like
disease,
a rat- yeah,
rat-borne illness.
Influenza.
Yeah, it was.
It was a flu.
No, it was. You got like blisters on your body and
Yeah.
stuff. Like it was like monkeypox, but worse.
But like accompanied with like your everything
Yeah.
else, like
Dude, like villages
fluids
died.
building up
Yeah.
in your lungs. and
Isn't
like,
that
Entire
crazy? The
cities
black.
just died, like ghost towns.
Wait, what was the black plague? Is that different than
That's
the bubonic?
same thing. That's
Is it the same thing?
Yeah.
there's two. I just always confused.
I think
Two?
50 million people died.
50
Out of like
million?
50 million out of like a global population of
Like 100.
130.
I watched like an hour-long thing with some British guy talking about it once. It was pretty interesting, but like,
No,
yeah,
I
it's
should
fucked.
watch it.
Just
It's only
And they
interesting
all
because
wore
he's British.
masks. And guess what the mask did? Nothing.
Well, they wore the witch doctor mask
Yeah, yeah.
with the fucking big crow.
Yeah, was it?
That was the vaccinated guys. The unvaccinated guys.
they didn't get the witch doctor mask. So I wanted to bring up some dumb shit. So I guess this is very recent. This happened last night. I thought it'd be perfect to talk about that here. So we went to go get wings last night, and driving home, already something that caught me off guard. Have you seen those like electric bikes? Like they're a bicycle. They're not an e-scooter or they're a bicycle, but they have a motor.
Yeah, I've seen e-bikes. Yeah.
And but this one looked like it was made in like a MythBusters lab. It didn't look like it was supposed to have an engine. And there was a guy in a helmet who was like cruising with his buddy, and we were driving down a street where the speed limit is 60. And I think the guy was going like 90, just speeding, like weaving through cars. And I finally caught up to him to see what the fuck he's riding. I was like, this guy's riding a broomstick. It was a fucking bike. I was like, what the fuck is powering this thing? I literally, at one point, I nodded at him. I floored it. And he was keeping up with me. I was like, what the fuck is powering this thing? This thing is crazy.
There's a version of those iBites. You ever heard of them? Fuck.
Good try.
Where are you going to go with that?
I bite down on these nuts.
That's pretty good.
I saw you smirk a little bit.
Yeah,
No way. No way.
I'm just trying to get back at the 300 times that you got caught.
That's good. I respect it. I respect it.
Yo,
what's the dog doing?
What's the dog doing, bro?
That'll be a good segment. I'll make an edit every time he busts. Dracula's busting. I hope so. Don't keep going, buddy. No, we're not bothering you.
I actually watched a YouTuber and he had an electric bike. It went up to like 90 miles per hour. I'm like, holy fuck! And they just ride it like on the sidewalk, you know. And they're hitting jumps and shit. We should all get one, yo.
Kinds now.
We should all get one.
I saw one company once.
The iBike3.
You can send in your normal bike. And you
have a pack a puncher bike.
Actually, you send in just one of the tires.
Send it to Los Santos.
Hook up like some sort of motor.
Yes, I know what you're talking about.
You put it back, you put it on, and it's like a motorized bike. It just kind of like helps you.
Yeah.
Like a boost when you
like
need
a slight
it.
assist.
No, dude, electric bikes are sick.
Yeah.
Have you guys ever ridden one?
No, but I want to.
We rented them when we were in Vancouver, and we rode the seawall. Dude, you don't even have to pedal, bro.
Really?
You just pedal once or twice just to get moving, and then you can hold that fucking electric. You can hold the electric goat the whole time, yo. Bro, this is too distracting.
They can't quite see that.
Yeah, they probably can't see it.
That's
So the
good.
dog is so tired that he's like,
He's like,
you good, buddy?
oh man.
Jack, are you okay?
He really wants to.
You don't want to see this.
I've never seen this pause. Are you okay, buddy?
He's having a heart attack.
He just went off. He just went hard.
Jesus Christ.
cuddle him.
Oh no, he busted.
He actually busted
That's what
there.
that was. Oh, he's licking it.
Ew, look at his butt.
Yeah, he always looks-
what are you doing?
He's cleaning, bro. Let it be. I don't want his bust everywhere.
You don't
Good
cream
job,
pie a
bro.
girl
Clean up
and
your
then-
bus. Good job.
job.
Good job.
You don't cream pie a girl and they go lick it clean after.
You don't? You do? So anyways, yeah, the guy's riding this fucking e-bike on the highway, get home, and just go to bed. And I don't ever wake up in the middle of the night. There's no reason for me to do that. And I also have a very loud fucking air purifier in my bedroom. So I cannot hear shit. Like someone could break into my house and ransack all of my shit, and as long as they don't go into my bedroom, I wouldn't wake up.
Take notes.
Take notes, yeah. And I guess so I went to bed, and before I went to bed, I took the garbage out, and so I live in like a little like a crescent, so it's quiet. No one ever drives through the city who doesn't live or drives through my block that doesn't live here. And I was taking out the garbage, and I saw this white car drive super slow.
What time was this?
I want to say 10:30. So like kind of late. It's dark out,
White
right?
SUV?
White SUV drive by, and then he rolls down his window as he gets to me and slows down even more. And I thought I was gonna get like drive by for whatever reason. I just got really scared. Yeah, I just got really scared. And then
You just happen to be chilling by the front window.
no, I was taking the garbage out in like just my boxers.
Right.
So I was like so fucking vulnerable, man. I'm just in boxers and
Well,
flip
I've
flops.
never done that. I'm not brave enough.
So I take this shit down, and then he slows down, walks by me, pulls into the driveway of the next house. So I'm like, oh fuck, he wants to talk to me or something. Backs out and keeps going the same way he was going. And I was like, okay, that's just fucking weird. Like whatever.
That wasn't the dude who came up to your door.
Wait.
No,
So
it
did you
wasn't.
see him? Like, did you see who was looking at you?
No, just some guy. Like it was like a miscellaneous face.
Like wearing regular shirt and shit.
Yeah, normal human. Yeah, NPC face. So that's fucking weird. And then 10 minutes later, I go back inside the house, and I'm just like closing all the lights to go to bed. And I look out the window to peek out, and I see I see light. Like I see like light peeking out of my shutters, and I'm like, this isn't a light that's normally here. Open that shit. There's a cop cruiser going 20 kilometers an hour with their like floodlights on. Like it's like
Yeah, that one light that they can point, right?
Yes.
That's what happened. That's
and
what you were talking
and they're
about.
beaconing And I'm like, what the fuck is going on in this neighborhood, man? So I was like, okay, whatever. That's weird. Go to bed. Go to bed. And like I said, I don't wake up. I wake up at 2 a.m. for no reason. And I like something felt off. Like Dracula stood up from the bed and he was all perked up. And I was like, something felt off. But I had no reason to think anything was off. And then it's 2:03 a.m. I check my phone, which I don't do that. I don't wake up. I don't check my phone in the middle of the night. I check my phone. My Nest camera had fucking 5. A person was detected at your door.
Well, so did you see
Dracula's meat right now.
Oh,
and it just dripped on the carpet.
you? What do you mean?
Look at his fucking meat.
Just leave him.
No, he's here. 1 sec. Sometimes you get.
Oh, that's such a
You
good
jerked
story.
my Why would you break?
Dude, look at it.
I don't want to look at it. What do you mean? Oh my god, it's huge.
It's bigger than mine.
This guy's backing. Holy shit.
Dude, it's actually mad.
You just gotta jerk him off. Come
It
on,
looks like he got like
jerk him off.
he's like swollen.
Oh.
Grab his mic.
Damn, dude, it's bigger than.
Give it to that.
Oh,
You want to put it up to the thing?
Give it to Matt.
that's fucking huge.
You want to hear the bus? ASMR.
Mike, look at it.
Dude, that's. Oh, it is dripping.
Like,
It is
yeah,
fucking-
it's reason enough to stop, man.
Oh god. Like that's a big fucking.
It looks like his tubes got tied. And that
It's
thing's just,
throbbing.
like,
It's
throbbing.
fucking throbbing.
He doesn't know what
Stop
to
looking at it, bro. You're violating demands, yo.
Sorry, dude. Gotta get some respect.
He's standing there all vulnerable.
Nah,
do. He
you're
doesn't know
so
like
sure.
where to move. He's just like, it probably hurts.
Finish him off.
Yeah.
No, he's finished, bro. Like, he's,
He's gonna finish him off on camera.
This has happened like twice before, but
no way.
No way.
Where his dick won't go back in? You weren't lying.
Kind of issues.
I thought you were joking
Big
for
dick
sure.
energy. Biggest dickus. That's what it is.
Like a hemorrhoid, but it's his dick.
Oh fuck.
He definitely is hurting. He doesn't want to move.
But so wait, you only like the ER? Like,
Someone actually looked into it.
is there one? I didn't even know there was one.
Yeah.
Does he have an OHIP card? Dog ER? Is that what I'm Google?
I saw you were telling that story so well.
Yeah.
I'm like, I was actually fucking captured.
It looked concerning. That's why.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
no,
like-
but
no,
yeah,
no,
that was
thank
good
you.
to stop. Yeah.
Closed. Closing soon.
What did you look up? The animal hospital or?
Can someone can you just Google what to do if your dog?
I'm doing it, bro.
Oh, there's one in Cambridge.
There's no way there's no.
Yep, there is. Herb Street. Closes at midnight.
Oh, there you go.
You want back in?
There you go, buddy.
You want back in?
There you go. Suck right back in.
Nice.
Oh,
Let's
Says,
go.
yo, if your dog's
Meat?
appendage won't go down, you must put your mouth on.
Fuck. Oh. Actually,
It was
dead.
like throbbing and like just dripping. You're like,
It actually says make a sugar paste.
and then
Put it on
massage
your
it.
dick.
Put it on your dick and
You have to dock.
use ordinary white sugar and enough water to make a thick slurry and apply it to the penis.
Wow.
Yo, no.
Jeez, Mr. Meester, you got more meat.
Went too hard.
He's got more meat than all of us. God damn.
Ratio? If we're talking ratio?
Yeah, absolutely.
Ratio is
He's like a horse. That's a horse cock.
No, dude, we talked
Girth
about
alone,
this.
that's like having like this. Like a bigger than.
Dude, it was like, I would say it was like 4 inches. 4 or 5 inches.
Yeah. I've had bad days where it's been smaller than that.
Tell them what just happened.
So I mean, it's still recording. So wait, you turn off? Okay.
Put
Good.
your mic up. Tell the audience what just
So
happened.
what just happened? I'm gonna leave that all in there because I was sick. Well, not sick, but so I have a small Yorkie named Dracula, and He just fucks. He's not fixed, and I
just
might have to get him
fucks.
fucking fixed after this. But sometimes his meat just pops all the way out, and it's like a mutant. They'll be able to see it.
too hard.
Yeah,
was going
he
ham.
literally busted that his paws just
Yeah,
went
he was
limp,
like-
and he was just laying on
he
this
was
fucking.
huffing and puffing.
Can you give me the rhinosaur or pick it up by one? Give me one.
Don't touch it. Use your mouth.
Kick here. So he fucked the living shit out of this guy, and then just laid slumped over his body, and then everyone noticed that his meat was like.
Look at him. He wants to go back already. We need to.
No.
we need to-
Yeah, put it away. Put it
Take it
away.
away.
Take it away.
You think it?
No, buddy.
This
That
guy
was
does-
so good. He
guy
loves
too
it when
much-
the meat pops
Too
all
much
the way out.
testosterone for the man, yo.
Because he's living the life. He's got all he wants to do is bang all day.
I know.
Living the life.
Good boy.
So yeah, his meat popped out, but popping right back into the story. 2 a.m. Check my phone. My Nest camera has 4 missed. It just says I'll put the notification up. I sent it in the group chat, but it was person at your door in 5-minute interval starting at 1:36, going all the way till 1:48.
That's a
And
lot.
that means
So
they're
they-
right at your front door.
Yeah, at my front door, which is like a stone's throw from my bedroom. I
Yeah,
live in
it's
like
like
a
that's
back split
yeah.
home, so it's not far. I'm not far by any means. It's just that loud in my room. And I look, and it's a cop. And it's a cop in like full gear. He's got like his gun.
Yeah.
And then
No, it's not a regular cop.
No,
Like,
it
this
looks-
guy's wearing more than what a regular cop
was
wears.
like, well, and that's when I got scared. I was like, are these guys trying to rob me? Are they fake cops? Everything's going on in my brain. I'm like, who the fuck are these people? Because I couldn't see a badge.
Because the vehicle, and the vehicle that you could see in the Nest camera didn't like it could.
No,
have
there
not
was no
been a cop
vehicle. There was no
oh,
vehicle.
there
Like a
no
state
vehicle.
trooper from like Nevada.
Yeah, it looked
fucking-
fake. It looked
like-
fake.
like from
Yeah.
some different-
And they
Not
you
like
could
a
see the gun
Canadian.
in the camera. So I'm like, okay, there's guys with guns outside of my fucking front door.
Where's your Uzi or the
Dude,
fucking
look, and
P90?
you know what's funny as fuck? I had just moved my Glock, like the airsoft, into my bedstand table that night. So imagine if I just went out with it and just got gunned down in my own.
Yeah,
Because that's what I kept it. I was like, if someone ever breaks in my house, I'll fucking bluff. with
scare
this fucking
tactic. You have
thing,
to. Yeah.
At least like the dude at the door from whatever hour was the cop and not like the whoever they were looking for.
Well,
Yo,
so-
blur his face and post a pic.
I will. It's
Yeah,
scary
yeah.
as fuck, man. Then I meant to blur, but I don't know who the fuck that guy is.
That guy could have broken your house and just fucking slayed you. Just
Oh,
gobbled
100%.
assaulted you.
100%. Yeah.
Absolutely.
So that
Maybe he did do that last night.
Maybe,
We
yeah.
didn't hear
That's
it
why
on
my
the
ass
news
hurts this morning. So they're there, and I'm looking. I'm like, what the fuck? And then I get out of bed and I check the Nest, like the live Nest cam, and they're not there anymore.
Yo, were you so like before you got to bed? Were you scared? Like, were you
No,
under your
no.
covers?
I had no fear, no nothing. I just went to bed. That's why it was.
No, I
weird that
meant when you woke up.
Oh,
in
dude,
the
I
midnight.
could hardly fall back to sleep.
Yeah,
I was
were-
terrified.
Were you
I
like
was,
scared to even like walk
dude,
out your room?
I was in
if
fight
you
or
did?
flight, and then I
Yeah.
walked downstairs and turned the lights on.
Oh, you did.
And then I realized, what if they're still there? So I turned them off, and right as I turned them off, 2 cruisers drove by.
oh,
And I was like, what the fuck? So now I'm petrified. Try to get back in bed. It's hard to fall asleep because now I'm like, what if they come back? Is it cops? Do I call
do
the
you
police?
open the door? Do you not?
Yeah,
what
and,
do you
I,
do?
and I went to go check and I was like, well, I don't want to call 911 right now, but because I don't think it's an emergency. I think they're cops, but I can't see their badge in the fucking Nest cam. So I don't know why the fuck they're at my door.
So you're immediately assuming the cops are fake cops. And
'Cause they
I'm
didn't
thinking-
look
I'm
like-
thinking more like maybe they're real cops, but some fucking sketchbag was doing something shady last night, like
So-
trying to break into a house, or maybe he was
Well,
fleeing
I-
them and he just like scurried
There's
into
no need-
I
I
was
was-
corner and
to-
they were like they knew he was in the Crescent somewhere.
I was alternating between those two like trains of thoughts. So I either was under the impression that they're real cops and something's happening and they need to talk to me or whatever.
Or they just maybe they're checking all the houses.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Did he
which
go?
is-
Is there a guy coming to your house? Like,
But you know what made me think that it might not have been a cop because he wasn't wearing a regular cop uniform.
Yes. His
Like, it was
uniform
not
was
the
off.
regular.
Like the cops in this
Yeah.
town, they have a huge thing.
Like
that
you can
says
tell what a cop uniform is. It
And
wasn't a
it's
regular.
a different color too. It's
Yeah,
it's
it was
like
off.
name.
Everything about it was off.
Like,
It
you
was
didn't-
uncanny valley. Like
Yeah.
it was just off.
so what did he? Do you have video or you just saw pictures?
So I wanted to do the fucking video, but because I didn't have the Nest for
Oh,
subscription,
yeah, what was that thing you're talking about? 'Cause
So-
you had a whole
That's-
fucking,
that's
so
so
I
bullshit.
I had my
So
fucking Nest
funny.
app downloaded and it worked fine. It was set up, but apparently you have to link your Nest app to your Google Home app.
Wait, is it Nest or Ring?
It's
Nest is
Google
owned
owns
by-
it now. Google owns it now. So Nest was bought out by Nest.
Google.
Nest was bought out by Google. So Google now produces the same camera, but I have like the older
Okay.
model, I guess. Fucking.
But it's not the Ring camera. It's the
Yeah,
Nest.
do you
It's
have
not the
do
Ring.
You have a Nest camera, not a Ring camera.
Oh, sorry, I'm fucking stupid.
Or-
Ring.
Ring,
yeah, okay,
Ring,
yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, Nest is the
Sorry.
first tab.
I have my Ring camera connected to my Nest app, but Google bought Ring, and now I think you connect your Ring camera to your Google Home account.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And you can probably put your Nest thing as well in there. Or, yeah, your thermostat. So, yeah, sorry. Ring fucking camera. try to buy the subscription so I can go back in time and get this footage. I wanted to send it to the boys, and I also wanted to listen to hear what they were saying.
I want to know what he was doing.
Yeah, doing like how long did they wait? Because
Did they try to break in
It was
and
20
shit,
minutes.
you know?
What the
Yeah.
fuck were they doing? They had flashlights. So I want this footage, and it says I cannot access it.
Yeah.
I have to pay for the subscription. I go in my Nest app. I go to pay for the subscription. It sends me to Google Home. Google Home offers me a 28-day free trial. I'm like, oh, perfect. My lucky day. Sign up. And then I go back to my Nest camera, and now a new home was created that has the free trial without being linked to
that's
my
annoying.
camera. So now I have to unlink my camera from my old home, relink it to my new home, which deleted all the old footage.
That's
And it's
so
gone.
annoying. Wow.
So all I have is the screenshots I sent you guys.
Wow.
So fucking pissed off. And then
I wonder if you can message. I wonder if it's in the cloud.
I called Eric at 2 a.m. I was terrified. First thing I did, I saw the footage. I posted in the chat. I called Eric, and he woke up
He lives like 2 doors down.
2 doors down. He's
Yeah,
like,
for
and he's like,
context.
yo, what? And I was like, did someone like try to knock on your door? He's like, no. And that's when I thought it was fake. Because I was like, okay, if they're knocking on everybody's door,
Yeah.
then it's fine.
Yeah.
But the fact that his family didn't wake up implies I'm targeted. And that's when I got really fucking scared.
They were going for the nicest house on the block.
It's not even that that's on the blog.
I don't know. Yo, but so what? Like, what happened? Eric was like, no, and then what? Were you like, yo, Eric, I don't know what to do? Or,
Yeah, I was like, I don't know what to do. He's like, should we call the cops? And I was like, I don't think so. Like, they're gone now.
You would call the non-emergency line. You
Yeah, but
wouldn't call
they're
the
closed.
911.
It's 2 a.m.
No,
There's no
all
non-emergency line.
hours.
No, not non-emergency.
It's not emergency.
It's not an emergency. If it's an emergency, call 911.
Then you
Yeah.
call the emergency one.
Yeah.
Yeah, but and tell them what, that there's cops at my house. Like, okay, good for
Yeah,
what?
and say, do you have people like out here?
I mean that.
I guess you just weren't that worried. Like,
I
you
wasn't
weren't
that worried to do that because
You
they
were
had
stuck
left.
between worry and am I a burden if I do this call?
Ex-
And
exactly.
Is that me overthinking?
Yes,
and, like,
exactly.
you know, stressing.
Dude, I've had a moment where I've been like at home alone, and then I hear like a random noise, like, you know, in the middle of the night, like downstairs or something, like when I was younger. And I remember like being under my sheets and just being so scared I couldn't even like lift my sheets off my body
0%.
because I was like, yo, what if someone's out there right now? And I was
Yeah.
I don't know, I wasn't too young, I was probably 16.
Yeah, it's
And I'm
scary.
like, what if
man.
someone's out the door right now? And I was like so scared I couldn't even lift my sheets to get out of bed and check anything.
It's
Anyone
scary as
ever
fuck.
It's scary,
cops?
man.
No, well, we actually talked about that on last episode. Oh my god, Transition.
Shit, they saw it.
They saw the Glock.
Okay,
All
we
right.
actually gotta blur that out
Yeah, I said Zishin. Zishin, yeah.
for you two.
All right. Zishin. Yeah, we talked about it. I think, Mike, you said you had called. Have you ever called 911? No, I like pocket dialed it
I've
once.
prank called 911
That's fucking retarded.
as a 7-year-old kid or 6-year-old kid.
That's so dumb.
So dumb. Obviously, they called back, and I was like, "Did you call 911?" I'm like, "No."
Yeah, they literally call back. That's the
They call right
scariest
back.
thing
Oh,
too.
yeah, that was your story, right?
Yeah,
okay.
And when they call back, you know it's them, and you're like, "Fuck, I'm fucked." What do you do?
But then, yeah, so now I hang up with Eric. Now I'm terrified to go back to sleep. Eventually fall asleep. Wake up in the morning. Quiet as day. I actually woke up 3 more times, and every time I woke up, I would check my Nest cam because I was so
Yeah,
scared.
Of course.
And then I talked to Eric in the morning. His mom got some tea from the neighborhood watch. That
You guys have neighborhood watcher?
no. There's just apparently some guy with dementia who went missing.
That was the guy last night who came.
No, that was the cop.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
No,
that was the
The cop
cop.
had dementia.
No,
No, yeah, the cop was a guy with dementia who just throws on a
Cops
uniform
outfit, yeah.
and goes out at night like I'm Batman.
so they were just looking for that guy. So
Oh, that's what
crisis
it was.
averted. Yeah, they were
Oh,
just-
so it was the guy.
no, it wasn't the guy. It was
They
the
didn't
cops.
know who it was, but it was
What
someone.
was he doing in your house?
Nothing. He wasn't in my house.
I mean, like, why was a cop knocking on your door at 2 in the morning?
Because obviously, it sounds like they were just checking with everyone to see if they had seen him or something like that. I don't fucking know.
Maybe the cop did knock on Eric's door, but you didn't hear him.
But hi, buddy. Oh, you won. I don't know if I'm gonna give this back to you, buddy.
No, don't get back to him. No.
Nobody. No.
He's on timeout.
He's had enough. He's had enough.
He's got recharge.
Yeah, no,
This
Draken.
guy's
No
a
more fucking.
fucking.
I'll give it back to you, but if you start fucking, I'm
Don't
taking
get back.
it.
Oh,
my
you're such a simp for
God,
it.
dude.
You just
All
gotta
right, I
do
guess
this cleanup.
we got to continue story time with Pat here. So,
Oh yeah,
over the weekend.
yeah. So I went to a cottage,
Oh yeah.
and
Oh yeah.
so this was with other friends.
Yeah.
Which I think it's funny, they expressed interest in the podcast. So I was like, just make another day that you guys can fucking edit it. Like, we're gonna have the studio set up. You guys can start pitching in, and I'll have fucking 4 podcasts. I don't give a fuck. But Went there. I didn't record any footage. I wasn't sure if they were down, but next time they gave me full authorization to record, so I would have gotten more footage. But went to this cottage, and there was lots of miscellaneous items there. Many.
Did you show them our cottage video?
Yeah, they all saw it. They're like, yo, you should make it.
Go watch that if you guys haven't seen it. Go watch our cottage video. Yeah.
So, like, fuck, there was like 16 tabs of acid.
How
So
many
much
people were there?
schneef, so much fucking Molly. Like, it's crazy, man. There's so much shit. There was 16 of us.
Wow.
16 of us at
That's
a
crazy.
at a cottage.
That's actually sick.
And
It was
16
sick.
tabs.
Yeah, it was a bachelor party. My first bachelor party ever. And we all took shrooms, and then we went to the beach, which those are bunk ass shrooms. So not strong.
Yeah.
Like 0% strong. I took 0.85 and it hit like point.
0.85.
They were fucking
well, there's your
enoki
problem.
mushrooms.
0.85.
Where the fuck is
Yeah, but I
0.85?
took 0.85
Minimum
and
Minimum 3.
0.85 is not a
What are you talking
microdose.
about?
Yeah,
I
that's
think
like micro,
Below
man.
1 is definitely like a strong microdose. But
What's your
below
bond?
1, you're not like having anything.
I wouldn't see anything with 1. A minimum 2.5.
No, but I feel like we did. When did we do? No, last year we did 0.76 of penis envy, and I was fucked
0.76.
of penis envy, which is like the strongest.
I'm gonna give this guy 5 grams. Let's see what
The Terrence
I
McKenna.
will go. What's going on?
What is going on?
You've done like 2.5 grams before.
Is that what we did every time we do it? 2.5. Is that like the
I
starter
don't
dose?
know. I
Yeah,
think it's
bro,
been different.
3.
What did we do last
2 to
time? Like the
3.
really,
Yeah,
the really
2 to
good
3.
one.
It's
Like
your
last
guys'
time we all
average.
did increments of 5. I think you did 2 or 2.5, and then someone did 2.5. I did 3, and Eric did 3.5.
Okay. So yeah, so much miscellaneous items there. We take shrooms. We go to the beach, and I got burnt as fuck. Dude, I didn't put sunscreen on, and it always happens to me the first day of the year. My brain resets, forgets that sunburns exist. But it's so funny how fucking stupid it is if you really think about it. I genuinely think that I can defeat the sun in 1v1. Like, I'm literally sitting there going, I don't need sunscreen.
Yeah.
I'm stronger than a fucking star. My little meat sack is gonna do what? Deflect the fucking solar rays? How stupid. And every year I make the same mistake. I don't learn.
Me too.
You know what's funny? I made the exact same mistake.
How? Why? So many years on this planet.
Like,
Yeah, oh my god, my
I'm
chest is
red.
fucked, man.
I made the same.
It's still red, man. I have
Holy, you're burnt. Yeah.
skin cancer, man. I'm scared. So
I'm itching. Like it's not.
it's itchy.
not
It's
pretty.
awful. Yeah, itchy as
it's
fuck.
really-
Feeling.
So
I'm
why?
not feeling, that's the thing.
So anyways, we all take the fucking shrooms, go to the beach. It starts kicking in now. It feels kind of like an edible. It's a good time. It's sunny. Laying down on a towel, just absorbing, melting. And the guys bring this, those little small portable barbecues that require briquettes, and you just light it. You create a fire, and it has little coal things. Bring one of those out, and they start trying to make sausages, but they're trying to make the fire, and they don't have the kindling or much wood or anything to fucking start the fire. So then appears this guy who I hope you guys will get to meet one day. His name's Nico. And so he's part of this group, but he's kind of like the fabled character of the group. Like, I've never met him. I've known these guys for, I think, 8 years now, and I've never met him. I've only heard stories. And the one story I've heard multiple times about this guy is
Let's go bowling.
literally, Nico, cousin, let's go bowling. He literally is like Nico. He's main character, man.
That's fucking hilarious.
The only story I knew of this guy is they went to a cottage when they were in the, grade 12 many years ago, and it was a good fire, and all of a sudden he just throws something into the fire, and the fire fucking explodes, and it just goes off, and everyone goes, Nico, what the fuck did you do? And he goes, oh, I threw my homemade gunpowder in there. It was like, what the fuck? He's like, yeah, I just like baked flour and some shit. I was, what the fuck, man?
Homemade gunpowder.
So that was the only story I knew of this guy at all. And then I meet him, and he pulls up in this like truck full of like, he had a bow, he had all these like weird miscellaneous items. Like, this guy's literally a character. Gets out, puts on a captain's hat. I'm like, this guy's literally like a meme, man. How does this guy exist? It's so fucking funny. And then they're trying to start the fire. It's not working very well. The kindling's there. Nico goes, yo, I got this. Comes back with a fucking jerry can and pours it all over this fucking barbecue. The whole thing goes up in flames. The whole barbecue now is
On a flame? Is it on a lit flame or is
no,
it?
on a lit flame. He pours fucking
What?
yeah.
Put on a
So
lit
now
flame. You
this
put on the
whole
floor.
barbecue compartment, the metal is all on fire. It's
burning.
And not only that, let's say we're on
melting.
Cook on it.
a sand beach where the beach is 10 feet.
From the water.
It's at the very and then at the end it's always brush, right? very flammable brush. It's right at the fucking end. There's brush all around it. Like we're gonna, like everyone backs away at first, so no one's on fire.
Yeah.
About to start a fucking forest fire,
Damn.
and everyone's backing away, going, "What the fuck do we
On
do?"
drugs.
And everyone's on shrooms too, and I'm like, I'm gonna leave. I'm just
Not
gonna
doing
walk home,
anything.
man. I can't deal with this right now. And then they put it out. I forget how. I think it was like with sand.
it
I think
over.
kicked it with
Sand.
sand, or like just smothered it, or I don't know what the fuck we did. Put it out. The whole thing was like melted. The metal was like warped. So like dope. That's how we started the fucking weekend.
I wish you filmed it.
Yeah, I wish I would have filmed that one. And then we did the shrooms kick coming down, and now it's time to eat. And so it's funny to see how their group does cottages, because for our group,
Because yeah, we have a way. Everyone has a way.
and I'm always the guy who plans it. And I was like, man, for a fucking change, when you're the person who plans it, to just go. And I showed up. And I left early, and the barbecue's on fire, and I don't give a fuck. and if the forest fire starts, it's not the Airbnb's not in my name. Like I was like, I don't care, man. And it was amazing. So that was.
What did you
fucking,
guys eat? Did you guys eat good?
So that was the thing. So when we go, I always make it. I have two tenets. If we do a cottage weekend, I want to be cooking as little as possible because I want to maximize the amount of time we spend together, and I always want to eat good. So something that requires little interference, little cleanup, little whatever. Like barbecue or whatever, but I feel like barbecue's like played out because everyone people love it, but we
enjoy
always
it.
do it. Yeah, we do it like one day. We always do a one day barbecue, but I like to do like something meal, like whether it be meatballs or something like in a slow cooker, something big and interesting. It's
good,
These guys
tasty.
just barbecue meat. All they brought was meat and bread, and I was like, bro, I never craved vegetables so hard in my fucking life because it was Friday to Monday. So Sunday I literally we went to this
Keto diet.
dude. I went to town. I got pita pit, and I was like, bro, put every vegetable in this fucking pita right now.
I hate that because when you're going hard on a weekend, you need food. And if you're like going hard, drinking drugs, and then you're just eating like patty and bun, it's
Dude, it was.
But that's how it goes, bro. When you're with all guys and no one plans it, that's how it
Bro.
goes, man. Sometimes you'll just bring a fucking package of 12 hot dogs and
Yeah, that's it.
Wonder
Call it a
Bread, you
day.
know, and that's it.
Pack of Schneiders.
Pack of Schneiders.
Yeah.
Call it a day. So doing the schneef off the Schneiders. So we start barbecuing, and they bought. Have you guys heard of chivap?
Oh yeah.
They're like a Serbian sausage. They're kind of small, and there's like 200 in a box. So they bought 600 fucking chivap. So we're cooking the first fucking.
What's
200.
worse, 600 trebobs or our 60 eggs?
Bro, literally 600 chivaps. I'd rather eat 60 eggs in one day than eat fucking another chivav for the next year. So they start cooking the fucking chivaps, and they had 6 packs of bacon. I was like, we're not gonna fucking make 6 packs of bacon. So I'm like, okay, let's cook the bacon now so we can get it out of the way. And my buddy's making the barbecue, and now you know how barbecues have the
Wait, you're cooking bacon on a barbecue?
No, we weren't. We were cooking the chivaps, and you know how when things are done, you put them on the little escalator, little temple, the temple,
Yeah, the balcony.
the balcony, the fucking penthouse, the penthouse.
Yeah,
You
the
put
penthouse.
the fucking everything's in the penthouse. The
cool
grill's
penthouse.
clear, and I go, yo, we should cook the bacon. I'll bring a tray out for the barbecue. He's like, nah, bro, I'll just put it on the grill. And I was like, I don't think you should do that. I think that's a bad idea. And he's like, nah, bro. And the confidence this man has, and he's like the me of that group. Like he always plans, he's always cooking, confident, always does all this shit. So I'm like, you know what? I'm sold. I'm
It's a
fucking
European
sold.
confidence.
You were feeling so much anxiety from the lack of control.
No, I was
Like,
feeling
like,
You didn't give a fuck.
I was feeling none because I had no
Steak.
I had no stake.
You know, steak.
I always feel the control because if the Airbnb is in my name, then it's like this isn't my barbecue, and I was like, you know what, fuck it. And then he puts on the barbecue, and I'm just watching. I go inside, come back outside 10 minutes later. Again, the whole fucking barbecue's engulfed. But now there's a fucking propane thing, and there's like flames dripping, like the whole fucking thing's ablaze. So
It's because when you cook bacon on a barbecue,
grease
barbecue's
just-
open.
grease.
There's
Yeah,
grease.
grease.
Flammable,
The
yeah.
grease just drips into the open
and
flame.
bacon grease is like a different breed.
It
That's
is.
just
Yo,
different. That's like
that shit's
actual
different.
like propane.
People used to use that for like
Gunpowder.
Yeah, Molotov cocktails and shit.
that, but it's like for lamps and stuff like
Yes,
with
yes,
fuel lamps
yes.
like at nighttime.
So again, now the second barbecue of the day, and again, everyone reacts as you expect. Everyone backs away first, so now the whole thing's aflame, and then someone goes, "Yo, the propane." Guy A shuts off the propane.
Wow, that guy's
Backs-
brave.
Yeah,
'Cause it's hot.
And again, see, not my cars. I was just recording, so I can actually put that video
Oh,
up.
you actually got video?
I got video of it.
Fuck, I didn't see it.
So I'll actually put that one up. I back away. I'm just giggling, fucking recording this shit, and then now we're like, what the fuck do we do? I pull out my phone. I'm like, okay, I'll try to help out. So I pull my phone, Google what to do, and it says baking soda. Luckily, there's a big thing of baking soda in the fridge. Bring it out, start sprinkling it. It helps. The whole thing's still on fucking fire.
It's not enough.
And it's funny, the guys were setting up like a little rave at the beach, and they're like, 4 of them came back and they're like, yo, is everything good? We're like, no. And then we point, and the fucking thing's on fire.
Perfect
And then
timing.
at this point, we're like, okay, we have no choice. Fire extinguisher goes inside. I've never seen a fire extinguisher used before. Goes inside, empties the whole clip, puts it out, and then now the barbecue's fucked. But then
He emptied a clip, eh? Was it like everywhere? Like
it was everywhere. Yeah,
everywhere. Yeah, that
was
shit's
everywhere,
crazy.
yeah.
Did you have to explain to, or did they have
No,
to
no, we
explain to-
literally just
Absolutely.
we put the fire extinguisher back. We didn't say a word, and we just cleaned the barbecue really good.
Imagine the next person that
No,
goes
so
and wants to use
But where's
it,
all that
but
white
it's
stuff?
empty.
My conscience was cleared because there's a secondary giant fire extinguisher. We used a little baby one, so they're not fucked completely.
But where's all
said
that
the
white
barbecue
fire
fucking-
extinguisher stuff
So
on the
it
patio,
kind of
the
like
deck?
it didn't really. It went everywhere on the barbecue, but it didn't like go anywhere else. It kind of like vanished in a weird way.
Wow.
I don't know. It was a bit weird, but so yeah, we put the fucking fire out.
But the thing was still looking burnt and shit, right?
Oh
Like the
yeah, it was
barbecue,
disgraceful looking, and like the amount of like the meat was all like fucking cursed looking, but yeah. So we set another fucking barbecue on fire. Then it was raining, so we could not. We like popped Molly and we just like chilled inside. It wasn't nothing too crazy. And also there was a hot tub, and I was obviously I'm always really excited for hot tubs. I popped it open, and keep in mind, this hot tub. Normally, people put hot tubs on their deck or somewhere with a good view.
Nico was boiling potatoes in the hot tub.
No, actually, Nico. What else did Nico do that was ridiculous? Oh, he's actually a bus driver in the city, and he was telling us some stories about how the other day he was driving someone, and the guy just shit his pants, and then passed out from drugs, and just slid off the seat and left like a huge fucking trail of shit on the seat. And then he's like kicking him, he's trying to get him up, and he's like, "No, he just
Did he have to clean it?
No. Yeah, so there's a cleaning.
I
fee for that,
quit
yeah.
on the
Yeah, I
spot.
quit. But yeah,
How's the hot tub?
so we pop it open, and it didn't have a view. It was kind of clouded by shrubs, and it was in all this greenery. Pop it open, the dirtiest water I've ever seen in my entire fucking life. Like never has seen a fucking shock tab of whatever the fuck chlorine. Disgraceful looking. I got in there. I had an open wound because
Got in.
You got in? Yeah.
I got in, and I had just cut my elbow because our ceiling was slanted, so I fucked my elbow up in the middle of the night on like a popcorn ceiling. So it was like still fresh, and I got in, and I was like, I'm gonna die from this. It was disgusting. The water was awful. So yeah, that was a shitty hot tub experience, and then we accidentally went on like a fucking 20K hike. We just so
That's
we were
painful.
at
That sounds
we were at
painful.
McGregor Point National Park. That's where it was. So we literally walked.
Oh, really?
3 kilometers, or not even 200 meters, and we got to the very end of McGregor Point, and we walked past our old campus. We walked to the beach where we went to the little playground.
No way with that. Yeah, okay.
So
Where's
was
that,
cool.
Guelph?
No.
No, Sobble-ish. Sobble-ish.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
like 2 hours.
So we walked all of McGregor Point, and then saw zero wildlife. Which were like, bro, there's bears, there's not zero wildlife.
You want to see bears?
I want to see something, bro. Something hype. So that was my weekend. It
How was the
fucking-
cottage though? Like
The cottage, it was nice, but it was like there wasn't that much seating. It was kind of weirdly laid out.
Yeah.
But it was okay. Like I would I go there again? No, because it's just like in the summer I would because they had good beach access. But other than that, I wouldn't go there again. We got to book the barn. So for context, there's this place like an hour away from us, and it's just I think the listing is just called The Barn. And it's this old ass, like 100-year-old house, and half of it was rebuilt and like tacked on like fucking duct tape. So half of the house is literally original from fucking 1922.
Not even 18. I think.
Me, yeah, probably, yeah.
It's haunted, bro. No,
It's
way.
haunted as fuck. Like,
No way.
like when I went there, it felt haunted. There's old pictures. It all feels creepy, and then the other half is kind of renovated and newer, and it's massive. I think it sleeps like fucking 20.
We
It
will
has so
put
many beds.
tickets to join us at the barn. Subscriber meetup for sale. In the,
Dude, I literally that's
Guys,
we can. And then there's a barn that has like a basketball net, and it's like the perfect place for a rave. And it's just like it's like the perfect place to like rent with like fucking 20, 30 people. People can camp out. It has a pool,
Bring a
big
Ouija
saltwater
board.
pool. Bring a Ouija board, dude. It's scary. There's a basement with like a secret passage.
And
it's
your Glock.
locked. And the
Oh.
Glock. Yeah, it's spooky, man.
We gotta go explore that secret passage.
Like there was one room with just a piano, a red carpet, and a red couch. And every time I walked through it, I got like a weird feeling.
Yeah.
Like unironically, I don't
Whoa,
believe in that
whoa.
shit. It just actually creeped me out. It was just too weird. So we should book it. It'd be fun as fuck.
Yo, you know, I was listening to the Flagrant podcast today. Do you guys listen to that?
I've heard of it. I haven't listened to it yet.
It's Andrew
good.
Schultz and another comedian, Akash Singh. Yeah, they're both funny as hell, man.
I saw one with Rogan, I think.
Yeah, so they recently did one with Rogan, and I watched the whole thing for sure, you know, and like the only thing I could think about the whole time was these guys are fucking living the best lives ever, man. Their job is so amazing. Like all they do is like smoke on the show, drink, and just shoot the shit with your like good friends and just laugh their asses off. It's like, man, I'm sitting here at my desk job while doing that shit. That's why we're doing this, eh?
That's a clip that will age well. It's like how sick of that. Imagine if we make it and it's like, oh, look at us getting
We
high
actually
as
gotta
fuck.
make it first.
Gotta make it first.
We were talking about fame earlier, whether or not we would want to be famous.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I might like certain aspects of it, and I would probably try and just like live normally. Like
Absolutely,
Like
yeah.
if people are coming up to me and being like, "Oh, like hey, let's take a picture," I'd probably just be like, "Ah, sorry, man."
Really? You be that guy?
Yo, that's an
I
asshole
just wanna
move.
live-
Yeah, that's an asshole move. I
No,
would,
it's
I
not
would
an
take a
asshole
picture.
move. It's like my
So-
life. Like I'm just doing this pod.
I feel
'cause I want to
that,
do the pod. I'm not like I love the fans and like I don't know. Like I want to live my life, and that changes your life if you start doing that.
Yeah.
Then you're doing everything for other people.
Yeah.
Like I just want to live
So-
my life, do me. If they like it and they want to watch, that's great. But like I'm not gonna change everything and be like that. Oh yeah, everyone come take a picture.
I actually somewhat agree with you in the sense because obviously like I want to make it on YouTube, so that's something that I have to like factor into like if this is like my passion, and if my passion does pan out the way that I hope it does, then there'll be a tangible like irreversible change in my life. Like even if you like, I mean, I guess eventually if you fall off, no one cares enough. But it's like if you get to a point where you do have some kind of a following, yeah, like you go through. Like I was walking through a mall, and obviously I'm nobody. But imagine walking through a mall and people stop you. You
can't even walk through the
Yeah, you can't
mall.
even walk
Yeah,
through a
just
mall.
no
And then
way.
I thought to myself, I think what I would do is something in the middle. So Marcus is right. I don't want to stop for a picture with everyone. Not that I think that I would get to that level, but
say that's their strategy. They're just like wrong
Yeah.
time and place, man. Like glad you like my stuff.
yeah.
Please like.
Like kind of like give them like a glance, like acknowledge, like oh thanks.
Yeah,
I'm in a rush or whatever.
But you know what? The thing that I can't get over is they're coming up to you and it's like a sign of respect, you know? It's
Yes,
like a sign
absolutely,
of like they actually like you, and
Yeah.
what they're doing is supporting your goal and your dream.
and that's what that's
and
the
that's
hard
the
part.
thing. So it's like, yeah, I'll take a picture with you because like, yeah, this is actually you're showing me respect. Like,
Yeah.
you know,
It's true,
I
it's
would
true.
want to.
Obviously, to an extent, yeah, maybe we would do it at the beginning, but there's always that point.
There's a
where, like,
threshold,
Yeah,
of course.
100%,
Absolutely, yeah.
Once people get too famous, it's like, what the fuck is
Like
this?
I'm
security guard?
sure the first person who ever recognizes you in public is like your core memory. Like you'll never forget that moment.
Oh, suck them
and
up.
up to the 10th, up to the 100th, up to the 1,000. I'm sure it's great. But if you're like Justin Bieber level, then it eventually just becomes a nuisance.
Yeah.
Like an
Because you want to just live your
So
life. at
those
that
girls showing up to his house, he's like, "This is my home."
Yeah, can you get the
my
fuck
There's
out of
very,
here?
very famous, and then Justin Bieber has ascended that to like, he's like
Yeah.
God.
He's
He
God
just
status,
walk
yeah.
places and be like, you fuck me now. You fuck me. And the girls just be like,
Because I think I don't know which actor it was, but they had like a business card. It was like you just met this, and I think I would do that. Like because let's say like if I'm doing something and I'm not in a rush, I would always stop and take a picture because I just think it's a nice thing to do, right? But if I'm ever in a rush or just like not in the mood or whatever, just have something in your pocket and it's like give them this. Like sorry, I'm in a rush.
piece
Take
of
this,
swag,
and it's like.
merch.
I just met him and it's like it's worthless, but it's at least they have like a little keepsake and like you weren't the asshole in their story because that like, and I'm also too like if I ever saw someone famous or someone I look up to, like let's say I saw fucking Cody or Noel Miller in a mall or something,
You'd be starstruck. You'd be
I wouldn't go up to them because it's like
Yeah.
I know that I just don't want to bother them. Like maybe
Kinda
I maybe
from like the distance. Like,
yeah
yo,
maybe I give like an
yeah,
acknowledgement, but they
yeah.
probably wouldn't even like they probably don't even like I don't know, doesn't matter.
So I actually in Toronto I saw Jay Richards from For Y'all Entertainment.
What?
Yeah, in Toronto we were at like a thrift event or something, thrifting clothes, and I saw him and there's people going up and taking pictures with him, and I actually watched his videos that time. Like I knew who he was, but I never went up to
Oh,
him.
no, I was with you. Yeah, we were just,
they're there.
Man, so I've literally only seen two people who are famous ever. It was Dad, and we both we're just like, damn, that's sick, and then just like move on. Like I'm not gonna bother.
There
him, right?
was people like taking pictures with him, but
yeah.
I'm like, all right, whatever.
yeah.
And then
Oh, serious.
I've seen like Ram Riddles on the like at concerts before, and I never went up to him.
Yeah.
And then I saw Murda Beats one time going to OVO Fest, and I was waiting at a stoplight, right, like shoulder to shoulder with him, and I look at my boy and I'm like, yo, that's Murda Beats. And he's like, who? I'm like, Marta Beats. And then I just was too scared.
You did say that. You were
I'm
upset.
I'm just not going to say anything. Even though, like, he totally would have probably appreciated it, right? Like,
100%,
if
yeah.
to get recognized as Marta Beats back then, he wasn't who he is now. So
Just too awkward, eh?
too awkward. I'm just too awkward, man.
I was just saying, like, I thought of that, and I would do the same thing, where like you try and get eye contact somehow, and just be like,
Yeah. Like,
hey man, like some sort of like respect, but like I'm not gonna go up and ask
Do
for.
you do the down nod or do you do the up nod?
down nod. Down nod. The acknowledgement nod.
And I heard of I don't remember who, but some celebrity, I can't remember. They said they do something weird, like someone will ask them for a picture, they'll say no, they'll do something strange, something weird, and then be like, they'll never believe you, and then just leave.
That's funny. That's good.
That's fucking hilarious.
When you just want to fuck with people?
Yeah, just fuck with them, do something weird, something that's strange, and then
That's also like memorable too. Like
Exactly,
you can't even be mad if someone like if you had a slight interaction with that. Because even the one podcast I always talk to you guys about, the trash taste with the guys who live in Japan, they went to their first anime convention since. So this podcast has been going on for 2 years, and they all had like 1 million or so subs before the podcast. But now the podcast has 1 million subs. It's like one of the most
cool.
successful. Like, each episode
do
gets 1
see
million
it,
views.
yeah.
Man.
I do see it
It's
all the
crazy popular. They went to their first convention and they didn't realize how big they were. And some guy like ran up on stage and tried to take the mic. So they were doing like a live Q&A, and some guy just showed his whole ass crack and like sat beside them on a couch. And they're like, you can tell they're all like, what the fuck? Because there was
What
no
do you do?
security. Because
Yeah,
they,
then you're like, what
they
do you
didn't
do?
anticipate for them to have all this like fan base. And then they said like they tried to walk through the convention and they couldn't. Like they were getting stopped nonstop. And they literally said they're like, it's like sick, but they're like, this is like you know, they kind
Their
of
lives have
had an
changed
idea.
forever.
And they were talking about like, this is sick to hear. Like I've never heard anyone talk about this like transitional period. Because they said before this, they would just go and like they get recognized, you know, 5 or 10 times, and it was like sick, but they could still walk through the event by themselves. It's like fuck.
that's too much. I would never want.
There was one
It depends
point.
on you're there at an event though, so it's like it's like
Yeah, okay, that's fair.
like I feel like regardless of any scenario, I think legit, even if I had 10 million subs, because of where we live, I don't think anyone would ever recognize me. Really. Like
Yeah.
it's so niche to think about that. Like, yeah, 10 million people subscribe to you or you get millions of views, but like where you live is so small.
But people would, for sure.
You think so? I
Yeah,
don't
yeah.
know.
Especially being near the universities here. Like, I think so.
I got recognized the other day, and then I told Mike to take out the garbage.
My mom didn't even recognize me, bro.
Oh, fucking
So,
hell.
Matt, I hear that you're exploring plans about coming on this
Euro trip.
famous Euro trip.
This infamous
Euro
trip.
Turbo 2022 trip.
Yeah.
Sigma trip.
What, something further than the last time when he just said 100%?
So what are you thinking?
So are you
What's,
coming for the
what's,
full trip?
what's
We're talking
happened now?
about this right now. Talk what's off the pod.
No,
Oh, what happened,
Are you
bro?
coming or no? It's-
Yeah.
I want to get it on film. I want to get a
This is
verbal
proof.
commitment. Look at the camera and say, I, Matthew, am coming on this trip. And if I don't, then you guys can circumcise me live on the fucking
So we
podcast.
can play it when we're there, and he's not there. We just play it.
This is legally binding.
Well, I bought my tickets to Poland and back.
And back.
And back.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't
For
know.
how long? Okay, for how long?
So I got a whole month.
Oh, you're going to Poland for a whole month.
Yeah.
I got
You hear that, Costco?
So what made you change your mind? You like at one point you're like, yeah, you're down to come party with us in Greece. Maybe go to Italy.
But then the
Maybe
Pope
go to
said he's going to
Amsterdam.
visit Poland. And
There's a
Match.
there's a pilgrimage now from Bosnia to Poland. No, I don't know. I have a lot of stuff I want to do and a lot of places to see.
No, you
people
don't.
to kind of visit.
Have you not already explored all of Poland yet?
Not all of it, no.
How
But
many?
it's like
Name 5 cities in Poland.
I genuinely could, but it's like I don't know. Like I have my whole family's there. Like it's like I have nobody here.
Family.
Oh, when's the last time you talked to one of them?
Every other day, we talk about
Every other day you call
Yeah.
your uncle in Poland. I don't believe you.
Uncle Polska. What do you do, Uncle?
Okay, let's.
I could leave. I could leave.
Transition.
By the way, this is how you peer pressure someone.
This is actually an expert strategy.
No, so I was thinking about it because like I'm bringing a suitcase with me. So then I'm thinking logistically, like I don't want to backpack with you guys with a suitcase.
So,
So I'd
bring a
have to
backpack.
leave. I'd have to leave like my suitcase there or something.
But you're
Not
not.
for
You're
you.
only going to one country, right? With us, which is Greece.
I do want to go to Greece, but then you guys are going like to other places. So Greece, honestly, probably. If it's in Greece, I'll probably go. So I'll probably buy a ticket from Poland to Greece, and then from Greece back to Poland.
Okay,
and
but
then I'll continue my trip.
Why don't you just bring a
Refund
backpack
your
and do
Poland
laundry?
tickets.
Because you're not going to bring a month's worth of clothes. You're going to bring at most 2 weeks worth of clothes and at least a week and just wash it because you're going to have family and you have access to wash
You
it.
know Europeans, they got fucking gifts.
Oh,
You gotta
yeah.
send
Why
that
don't you
shit
just
here,
hire,
send this
you
stuff.
hire Oleg to wear your
Oleg's
clothes
fighting for
and
his
go
life
to
right
your
now.
family's fucking occasions. Just be like, I'm at you. I'm at you. I have not seen you a long time, Grandma.
I love you, Grandma.
You look so different.
Hire a stand-in.
I hit puberty,
Exactly,
grandma.
That would be fucking
Where is the what's the thing he hit buckets out of? What is the cascade?
Okay, if you show up in Greece, it'll be your second time where Pat edits. New challenger has appeared.
Yeah, we'll have to do that. We'll have
Reference to Cottage vlog.
But he's in full like Roman. You have to just
Yeah.
appear
I'll
like-
literally pitch and we'll get you like a full gladiator.
You know what's actually funny?
Chainmail.
My whole childhood life, I always wanted a suit of armor. I've always wanted like a Roman suit of armor, just to kind of like a nice bust or something, or
That's all we really want in life is a good bust.
great bust, a Roman bust.
A good bust of a Roman soldier. A jar of a Roman soldier's bust. No,
That'd be
I was
sick.
actually
That'd
looking
be
at
sick as
them.
fuck.
They have them on Wayfair for like $3,000.
On
Like a
Wayfair.
6 foot tall like knight armor.
Yeah, like
Holy.
it's
I was actually looking at.
I'm telling you, I would like a nice.
Shipping is
What
another
would you go?
$3,000.
What would you go? Like what are we talking here? Chainmail or you want
No,
like
I go with the Lorca Segmentada.
Oh.
What was that,
nice.
Romanian?
No, it's
Polish.
no, it's Latin.
Is it?
Latin.
Yeah, it's like they're like the legionary thing, but I go with like the one like the chest and like the abs.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
yeah.
One
Ah,
man isn't a legion, but a group.
Huh?
If you're just you by yourself in armor, you're not a legion. If we're all in armor,
legion.
You're just
We're
a
a
loser. You're just a loser
we're an
unless we're
army.
all in it.
I said legionary.
Or we
Yeah,
just spend the
legionary.
whole day in Athens in full armor.
That'd be sick.
That'd be sick as fuck.
I dive heat stroke.
Yeah, we will 100% die of heat stroke.
Cook an egg on that thing.
Fuck. All right. Well, we can call it. Thank you.
Short episode.
Shalom.
We're late for time. Our studio
Our
time
studio
is running
time
out.
is running up.
Gotta
Yeah.
crank some 90s.
Crank some 90s.
Crank some 90s.
Thank you, everyone.
Thanks for watching.
Right foot, right, with it.